Good afternoon, you guys. My name is Fatima. I'm 27 years old and I live in New York City, and it's December 27th. It's Sunday, and I am going to be cooking a stew that reminds me of home because I miss my mommy. So I called her and asked her for her recipe, and she gave me things and I wrote it down. I might call her and have to FaceTime her, but you guys will see. I am Guinean American, I guess. I was born here, but both my parents are from Guinea, which is a country on the west coast of Africa and near like Senegal and Sierra Leone and all those countries. And it's a French-speaking country, or at least that's the main language. My family is Fulani, but there are a bunch of other ethnic groups within that country as well. But I'm going to be making something called Mafe Tiga today, and it's like a peanut butter stew. I love it, so good. I always put potatoes in it, and today I'm going to be using like smoked turkey neck, which my mom left so long ago. It's probably been years in my freezer. That tells you how often I cook. I don't cook very often at all. So pray for me, and hopefully this is an adventure that actually goes well. And if you guys enjoy this video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that you guys know when I post a new video. But yeah, let's go get to cooking. Hopefully this isn't a fail. So my kitchen set up potatoes because some of these are going bad, so I'm just gonna like peel all of them and see which ones I can use. I have a tomato, onion, peanut butter, tomato paste, seasoning, caldo de pollo, bus de nor, some more nor, black pepper, el adobo, my cutting board, and my pot with a tiny teensy bit of oil in here because I'm going to fry the tomatoes and stuff. And then in here I have my turkey necks thawing right next to my sink. But yeah, we're going to get to cooking. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to start off with peeling these tomatoes. Not these tomatoes. Oh my god, potatoes, Fatima. Potatoes. That's enough potatoes, and these seem like they could handle a few more months in my fridge, so they're gonna go back in. I'm just gonna clean this up right now because I'm a little OCD and I won't be able to cut everything else with this here. So okay, now to cut this tomato. Pray for me because the knives are super sharp, and all my friends have cut their hands on these when they've used them, so I've avoided using them. I'm gonna try and use it now because I mean, they're knives. That's what they're used for. I also really want to take a knifemanship class one day, so let's hope that happens. But for the time being, we're just going to slice these. I'm not sure if this is even the proper knife. You know how things be going. If you guys know how I should be using knives, and you're like, there's an egregious mistake here, feel free to share it in the comments below. So let's get to it. I finished cutting the onions and tomatoes. Almost cut my finger several times, so wonderful. Great. Now I'm heating the oil, and I'm going to put the tomatoes and tomato paste into the pan and fry it a little bit, and then throw in the onions and turkey. So I just rinsed out the turkey necks several times, and I'm leaving them in the water because I know pretty soon I'll want to throw them in there. So I'm not sure that I need all of this, and I realized that after I took everything out, I'm taking it back and putting putting it back into the can. Just gonna leave like this much, and then I'm gonna put the tomatoes in here as well. Hopefully. I'm just gonna mix it together. This is what the tomatoes are looking like, and I'm going to lightly essentially fry it. And then I'm going to put the turkey necks in here. So maybe a few minutes? Probably put a timer because this is where I start to fail at cooking. So the tomato is about what I would think is what my mom meant by fry it, just enough so that it's like a little bit fried, but not like fried like chips fried. So I'm going to put in the turkey necks now. This is what the turkey neck situation is looking like. My mom said to make sure that each turkey got a bunch of tomato on it so that it's like, you know, the flavors mixed together. So I'm just going to let this cook for a little bit before coming and adding the water and onions and peanut butter and all that jazz. I'm going to need my peanut butter soon, but I wanted to show you guys that there's like this oil thing up top that happens with peanut butter in the United States. I heard this doesn't happen in Guinea, so I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm going to throw that down the sink, I believe, and then actually use the peanut butter that's underneath that. So I'm going to put water in here and shove it in there. Just this full thing of water. My mom said to put in enough to make my stew. So the amount of water I want, the amount of stew I want, should be directly correlated to the amount of water I put. So definitely gonna cover at least my meat. I like to make a lot of stew because I obviously don't cook that often, and so I'll eat this for a while. This is the amount of water I added. Now I'm gonna add my onions and tomatoes. So I meant onions and peanut butter, so yeah. And I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of peanut butter and then that full onion that I cut up here. That hopefully y'all can see.
Few moments later.
Oh no, my peanut butter is congealed. I hope this is still good. One. Does peanut butter get too old? Does peanut butter go bad? Oh god. So that was really a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of, my peanut butter is kind of congealed. Maybe because I've had it for so long and didn't use it. Best by 20. So it's expired, but I hadn't opened it, so I felt like the rules don't count. Anyway, I'm gonna put 1 Knorr cube in here. Actually, maybe I should put 2 because it's about to be a thick mafe. Some black pepper, some goya, and then some Knorr, the chicken version. I'll mix all that in here and hope for the best. Just gonna let this cook. So this is what it's looking like now. I'm gonna let this boil so that the peanut butter melts into it and all that jazz, and then see where we are. Update 10 minutes in and it's still like a little not as thick as like mafe should be, so I'm a little concerned. So I added some more peanut butter. It might just be because my peanut butter is bad. Ugh. or I just have too much water in here, but I don't know. So I'll let you guys know in another 10 minutes, hopefully. You guys, I think I fudged up. I think the fact that it's old peanut butter is the reason why it's struggling. So I might have to go get peanut butter from the corner store and then get back to you guys.
Siwa wata dandian dawat dado siwa dak ma utka ka blender ko ate ko ma kuda dener wala chundi yang makko utka ka blender ko ta dener
So that's what's happening here. Fail. My mom is on the phone with me and she told me to take out my turkey and put it on the side, otherwise it's just gonna break down because, you know, this. She was like, you should have called me earlier. I would have told you what to do, because it was definitely my peanut butter that fudged me up. And then I have some okra cooking over here. My mom told me to put in the potatoes now, so I just did that. And still have my turkey out. This is going great. Wonderful. This is why I don't cook. I have the rice now cooking in my rice cooker, which I've had since freshman year of college. So this is what, year 9 or 10? 9? Year 9 that I've had this. That's crazy, going on 10. So best $15 I ever spent from Amazon. Rice is cooking up. My turkey is still sitting here, but my potatoes, I just touched them and they're doing great. This has boiled over, so I finally turned it off, but I'm going to put my turkey back in here now because my potatoes are soft. So I just switched the heat down to super low. But this is what it's looking like. A lot thicker than it was before. Not as thick as I usually have it, but Mom was saying that this, with the turkey necks, you don't want it to be super thick anyway. It's going to taste not good. I've taste tested it and it tastes pretty good. So yeah, and then just a little bit of heat just to like get it all together, just to give it some time all together. And then I'm going to cover this and then come back in maybe like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna basically break down this okra and I'm gonna use it in my rice, which I'm really excited about because it makes it slippery, like slippery rice. I don't know. Do other cultures do that? Let me know. But yeah, like taku takpan in Pular. If you guys speak Pular, the random people that are watching. But yeah, whew. This is a whole thing. A whole struggle. A very Fatima cooking experience because y'all, I suck. Alright you guys, it's done. So I'm just gonna move it over to the back thing because I turned off the heat and I want it to stop cooking. So I'm just gonna change it to the back burner. And then I'm gonna show you guys what the final product looks like. Whoop whoop. Look at that. Okay, so I warmed up some of my leftover parboiled rice. It's a little different than just plain white rice, but this is very common for Fulani people, and I think maybe just people in Guinea, maybe West Africa, don't quote me, but I know a lot of Fulanis eat this, so yeah. I have basically like softened my okra, so I'm going to take some and put it into my rice. Take a little more and put it into my rice, and then I mix it in, so it makes the rice super like slippery. I just love that with certain stews. My plating won't be great, whatever, sorry you guys. Also, this is not the spoon or cooking utensil I should be using to put stew into a pan, just saying, because you know, doesn't provide enough depth to hold on to the liquid, as you guys can see. Alright guys, here is the final product. Let's go. Let it cool for a little bit, and then I'm going to taste it for you guys on camera. Yippee! I already started eating. I'm several bites in to my stew and rice. Not several bites. I'm like a handful of bites in. And I'm just going at it. Clearly, I must like it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be going at it as hard as I am. It's not as good as my mom's dishes, obviously. It never is. Is it? I don't know about you guys. But it's much more than just edible, you know? So, I'm happy with this. And hopefully, in the future, I'll get better. Considering how much went wrong in this, I'm going to count my blessings. And thank God that my mom, per usual, saved the day. Moms are amazing. One of my goals is actually, like, she's such an amazing cook. Like, and I'm not just saying that because she's my mom. Like, she is. It's like a common thing amongst everyone that's eaten her food. And things like that. Like, have like some way of sharing her food with people. Don't know how to make that happen yet, but yeah, that would be one of my goals one day. So, random thought that I'm putting out here, but putting that out into the universe, because it will happen, inshallah. But yeah, she's amazing. She's just, moms in general are amazing, right? Like, can we just thumbs up this video if you think your mom is a superhuman person and you just don't understand how she's so amazing, because that's me all the time. If I'm like half as strong as she is, half the woman that she is, half the human that she is, I will have lived a good life. When did this become so sentimental? Anywho, I'm gonna finish eating my meal. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you guys decide to make this, and if you do, or if you've tried to make things that your mom has made, how well did you fare? Let me know. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button so you know when I post new videos. And I will see you guys in my next video. Sending you guys lots of love, laughter, and positivity, because you absolutely deserve it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I'm in love with your body.